Now to something positively Portland. A Portland mother is paying it forward, becoming a mentor for seriously ill children through the JoyRX mentorship program.
Her daughter was recently diagnosed with HLH. That's a rare and sometimes fatal form of cancer. She and her family had such a good experience with the program, she decided to become a mentor herself. And joining us live now is that mother, Lori. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah, tell us about your daughter, Mia, and her situation.
Yeah, so it was actually in 2013 when she was diagnosed with HLH, which is a rare, life-threatening cancer-like blood disorder. And as her mom, the experience took a real emotional, mental, and physical toll on me. And as I struggled to take care of her, and I had three other kids that needed attention and no family in the area, and I would take her alone to the hospital for treatments where we would spend the long days alone.
Yeah, I can only imagine that was really, really difficult for you. Let's talk a little bit about just how JoyRX kind of came into your life and what that program did for you and Mia and how that affected treatment.
Yeah, so it was at her first outpatient treatment that CCA or JoyRX knocked on the door and asked if we wanted a chemo pal or a mentor for Mia. And I was a little reluctant at first, but when you're in that situation, you kind of find that you have to depend on the kindness of others to help you through. And so for us, it was just such a blessing to have someone who came and distract and entertain her, someone who cared about her and played with her and made her laugh and paid attention to her and treated her like she was the most special person in the world, which took some pressure off of me and gave me a moment of respite and a chance to actually just breathe.
Yeah, and I want to imagine that, going through a program like that for Mia actually made her feel better about the situation she was in.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. It when somebody special was coming to visit her, and it made her feel very special, and she would look forward to what special toys and things that Melissa would bring for her to do that day. And so even though everybody in the hospital is great and amazing, they have so many other families that they have to attend to, so that the one person comes and is just for your child, and it just brings them some joy and some peace and some happiness.
Yeah, I mean, to be able to get attention like that in the
hmm
hospital, that is rare and valuable for sure. So what made you want to become a JoyRX mentor?
Well, I'm a Joy. I was a JoyX mentor, so I also had a chemo pal myself before I started working for JoyRX. But I immediately knew that I wanted to make sense out of our experience. It had to have meaning to me. And so the first thing I thought when CCA knocked on our door was, when we get through this, I want to be that person. I want to be the one who knocks on the door of these vulnerable families and offer support and moments of joy.
Yeah, talk a little bit more about how this program can help other families and has helped other families. What have you seen, especially being a mentor?
Oh, yeah. So let's see, from being a mentor or from being from matching people, because I have the experience from three different ways, both as a parent, as a mentor, and as a JoyRX mentorship
Yeah,
specialist.
yeah.
So
Let's talk about being a specialist and matching people. I mean,
yeah.
how's that done, and how's that affected your life?
Oh, it's been great. It's been so rewarding to meet these families and find somebody who's the perfect fit and match them. And we hear so much about how much this program means to these families and how much it brings them joy in their long and dark place where they're at.
Lori, it's something that, gosh, it just breaks my heart to think about the families who have a child in the hospital right now who won't get to spend the holidays at home all together. And I think until you find yourself in that situation, it's hard to imagine how that feels and how important that help is. So for someone who may not be dealing with this directly, what are some ways that we can support JoyRX?
Oh, Well, through your time, talent, and treasure, you can give back to JoyRX. The kids are still in the hospital, even though it's the holidays, they're still in the hospital. They're still sick. And in these busiest times, our
Well,
dedicated mentors are still come to visit them, and our
yeah.
musicians go and play music for them, and our caring cabin
It's
is
just
open.
fantastic. We're almost out of time, Lori. I don't mean to cut you off, but thank you so much for sharing your experience with us, and happy holidays to you and Mia. If you want to learn more about JoyRX, you can check out joyrx.org. We'll be right back.